Imagine a skyscraper taller than the Eiffel Tower, built to be the world's grandest hotel, costing $750 million, 2% of an entire country's economy. Now, imagine it's been sitting empty for nearly 40 years. A dark, hollow pyramid looming over a city like a ghost. This is the Ryugyong Hotel in North Korea, the tallest unoccupied building on Earth. They call it the Hotel of Doom. Want to know why it's never had a single guest? Stick around, because this story is stranger than you can imagine. The ambitious dream. Let's rewind to 1987, the height of the Cold War. North Korea, under the iron grip of Kim Il-sung, is a secretive, Soviet-backed state desperate to prove its might. Across the border, South Korea is flexing its muscles. They've just built the Westin Stanford Hotel in Singapore, the tallest hotel in the world at that time, and they're gearing up to host the 1988 Seoul Olympics. North Korea, they're not about to let their southern rival steal the spotlight. Kim Il-sung, North Korea's eternal president, has a bold idea. Build a hotel so grand, so towering, it'll dwarf anything the South or the West has ever seen. Enter the Ryugyong Hotel, named after an ancient moniker for Pyongyang, meaning capital of willows. At 330 meters, 1,080 feet, it's designed to be a 105-story pyramid. A futuristic marvel with 3,000 rooms, 5 revolving restaurants, and a promise to lure Western investors with casinos, nightclubs, and luxury lounges. This isn't just a hotel. It's a propaganda palace meant to scream, "North Korea's a global powerhouse!" The design is unlike anything the world's seen. 3 wings, each 100 meters long, slope at a 75-degree angle to form a sharp pinnacle. At the top, a 40-meter wide cone with 8 rotating floors, capped by 6 static ones, is meant to offer panoramic views of Pyongyang. It's not just a building, it's a symbol of Juche, North Korea's ideology of self-reliance, shaped like a pyramid to evoke the power and stability of ancient empires. And the price tag? A staggering $750 million, roughly 2% of North Korea's GDP at that time. For context, that's like the US spending $400 billion on a single building today. But here's the kicker. North Korea isn't exactly swimming in cash. They're relying on Soviet support and a construction firm called Baekdusan Architects and Engineers. The plan is to finish by 1989, in time for the World Festival of Youth and Students, a socialist counterpoint to the Seoul Olympics. If they pull it off, the Ryugyong will be the tallest hotel in the world. Sounds ambitious, right? Well, ambition is one thing. Reality? That's a whole different story. The collapse of a dream. Construction kicks off in 1987 with fanfare. North Korean workers pour concrete day and night, and the pyramid's white skeleton rises over Pyongyang's skyline. By 1992, the building reaches its full height, 105 stories, a towering testament to Kim Il-sung's vision. But then, disaster strikes. The Soviet Union, North Korea's biggest ally and financial lifeline, collapses in 1991. Overnight, the aid and trade that kept North Korea afloat vanish. North Korea plunges into an economic crisis so severe it's called the Arduous March. Famine grips the country, killing hundreds of thousands. With no money, no materials, and no Soviet support, the Ryugyong project grinds to a halt. The concrete shell is complete, but there are no windows, no interiors, no electricity. A lone construction crane is left abandoned at the top, rusting for over a decade. The hotel, meant to be a beacon of prosperity, becomes a global embarrassment. Foreign media dub it the Hotel of Doom, a nickname that sticks. Japanese newspapers estimate the project's already cost $750 million, money North Korea can't afford to lose. Rumors swirl about shoddy construction, crooked elevator shafts, crumbling concrete, and structural flaws that might make the building unsafe. The North Korean government, they pretend it doesn't exist. Official photos airbrush the Ryugyong out of Pyongyang's skyline, and it's erased from city maps. For 16 years, the 330-meter-tall eyesore stands silent, a pyramid pyramid to nowhere. But why didn't they just tear it down? Simple. In North Korea, failure isn't an option. Admitting defeat would mean questioning Kim Il-sung's vision, and that's unthinkable. So the hotel stands, a haunting reminder of what could have been. Meanwhile, the world watches, fascinated by this bizarre monument to ambition gone wrong. The Egyptian revival. Fast forward to 2008. North Korea's economy is still shaky, but the government can't ignore the Ryugyong forever. Enter an unlikely savior, Orascom Group, an Egyptian construction firm with a knack for pyramids. Well, metaphorically speaking. Orascom strikes a $400 million deal to build North Korea's first 3G cellular network, called Koreolink. As part of the agreement, they take on the Ryugyong, promising to finish the exterior and make it shine. By 2011, the transformation is stunning. Orascom clads the hotel in reflective glass panels, giving it a futuristic, almost sci-fi look. They add telecommunications antennas and plan a revolving restaurant at the top. North Korean officials announced the hotel will open in 2012, coinciding with Kim Il-sung's 100th birthday. The world holds its breath. Could the Hotel of Doom finally become a reality? But here's where things get weird. Orascom's chief operating officer, Khalid Bakara, casually mentions they've had no major problems fixing the structural issues. No major problems? With a building that sat exposed to the elements for 16 years? Skeptics raise eyebrows. And then, the 2012 deadline comes and goes. No opening, no guests. A partial opening is teased for 2013, but that's canceled too. The exterior is done, but the interior, it's still a hollow shell. Simon Cockerell, a British tour guide who's visited North Korea over 200 times, got a rare peek inside in 2012. His photos reveal a cavernous atrium, bare concrete walls, and an eerie emptiness. He calls it idiosyncratic even for an idiosyncratic country. The revolving restaurants, non-existent. The 3,000 rooms, unfinished. The Ryugyong is a facade, beautiful on the outside, but lifeless within. The Propaganda Palace. In 2018, the Ryugyong takes on a new role, one that fits North Korea perfectly. The government installs over 100,000 LED lights on one side of the building, turning it into the world's largest digital billboard. Every night, for hours, it blazes with animations of Kim Il-sung, party symbols, and slogans like single-minded unity and 100 battles, 100 victories. The Hotel of Doom is now a propaganda machine, visible across Pyongyang. Kim Jong Un, the lighting designer, beams with pride. It makes people feel good, he tells reporters. In a way, he's right. For North Koreans, the Ryugyong's glowing facade is a symbol of resilience, proof that their country can still dazzle the world. But to outsiders, it's a stark reminder of the regime's priorities: spectacle over substance. Experts estimate finishing the interior, wiring, plumbing, furnishing 3,000 rooms would cost another $2 billion, about 5% of North Korea's entire GDP. For a country where millions live in poverty, that's a tough sell. And here's the thing, Pyongyang already has hotels, like the Yanggakdo, which caters to the trickle of foreign tourists. Does North Korea really need a 3,000-room mega hotel? According to Simon Cockerell, it's not sensibly designed as a hotel. The costs of running it would be astronomical. But North Korea hasn't given up. In 2024, reports emerged that Kim Jong Un wants to boost tourism. The plan? Sell the rights to operate a casino in the Ryugyong to a foreign investor who will fund the interior construction. Casinos are a cash cow for the regime, siphoning foreign currency from tourists. The Yanggakdo's foreigners-only casino is a hit, and North Korea hopes to replicate that success. But there's a catch. Who's going to invest billions in a country known for secrecy and unpredictability? The mystery endures. Almost 40 years after construction began, the Ryugyong Hotel remains the tallest unoccupied building in the world. A Guinness World Record holder. It's a paradox, a symbol of North Korea's ambition and its failures. A pyramid that's both a propaganda triumph and a global punchline. So why does it fascinate us? Calvin Chua, an architect who studied Pyongyang's urban design, says the Ryugyong's pyramid shape isn't just about stability. It's symbolic. It's meant to invoke Molsey, not a real name, representing a generic expert. Adds, the Ryugyong is like an obelisk, a beacon for the city, but its emptiness mirrors North Korea's isolation. The hotel's story is a mirror of the Kim dynasty's reign. Grandiose dreams, relentless control, and a refusal to admit defeat. Will the Ryugyong ever open? Recent reports suggest construction has resumed. New roads, scaffolding, and rumors of casino deals. But North Korea's history of broken promises make it hard to bet on. For now, the Hotel of Doom stands as a time capsule, a $750 million pyramid to nowhere that captures the world's imagination. It's a reminder that even in failure, there's a strange kind of beauty, a story that keeps us watching, wondering, and waiting. So what do you think? Is the Ryugyong a monument to hubris or a sleeping giant waiting to awaken? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time, keep exploring the world's strangest stories.